It's your boy, the Tennessee Kid, checking in one more time. Hey, go hit that like, share, and subscribe for your boy one time. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all the new subscribers that I've gotten recently. We're up to 200, baby. We're balling. And I'm very appreciative of that, man. I'm getting it out the mud, getting it from nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm very appreciative. Don't mind my ghetto light here, man. I got my washer and dryer right here, and I had a sheet that I was fluffing up and trying to fold it and smashed my fixture. My maintenance people haven't came and give me a new one yet, but it's all good. I just wanted to clear that up. Looking ghetto as shit behind me, but it's all gravy. So check this. I got a new kind of video today, man. I just kind of got inspired to do this, and I figured I'd give it a shot. It's I got a positive message today, not just telling a story. Just check your boy out. So I'm gonna talk about coming full circle today, and just having that moment where it's just like you realize that you came through whatever adversity that you were going through, and you're on the other side of it now, and you're like, shit, hell yeah, you know what I mean? You can finally relax, So my dad is actually the inspiration for this video, because I was talking to him earlier, and he's on the radio back home on an FM station doing the lunch show. So why that's important is, when my dad was growing up, when he turned 18, he went to broadcasting school instead of college and became an FM DJ and a nightclub DJ. And he loved it, and that was his passion, and it still is to this day. But when I came along, he started a business where he made commercials for local businesses around the area. Well, it started like that and ended with 26 markets. So it became pretty big by the time it was all said and done. So as I got older, through elementary and to the end of middle school, it was, we were doing better and better and better financially. So it was all right, you know what I mean? But then Comcast came to town and told him either we'll buy you out or put you out. So really he had no choice but to sell. So he didn't know what he was gonna do, kind of went nuts for a week. And then he went to a hardware trade show and somehow linked up with some folks and ended up doing, he sources products. And for example, like the Trojan vibrating ring that you see in stores. I know it's funny, but the inventor of that actually brought it to my dad, and he's the one that brought it to Trojan, and that's how it got in the stores. And then we also were vendors at like Walmart and Home Depot, So we could not only get the products made, but then we could sell them for you as well, because you can't just walk in Walmart and sell a product. You have to go through this long process to become a vendor and get a vendor number before you can even present a product. And it's a very rigorous process, and you got to do it with all those stores. So anyways, so he did that, and it was going good for a while, you know what I mean? And but when the economy slumped, like I think it was '08 or some shit, when it started going down, his shit took a hit, you know what I mean? And also my addiction, dealing with all my drug shit was driving him crazy, taking his focus away from his business. So it just went downhill, man. And it just, he was slumped for a while. And, over the years, as I got better, he was still struggling financially, but he had leveled off, at least could survive, with what he was doing. But recently he got an offer from a radio station, and because they know him from back in the day, and like to this day, my dad still does like local, like local festivals and stuff. He'll host that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So he's still known in the community. And anyways, so he's back on the radio. And just today, and he loves it. Like when I was talking to him, you could tell he sounded so happy. And it's just like, who knew? This man went around the world with this business that he was doing, sourcing these products, and did all kinds of crazy shit. And then where is he the happiest? Right back home on the damn radio where he started out to begin with. And that is coming full circle. You know what I mean? And like, I'm going through the same shit in a different way. Like now that I'm out in Denver, like, I don't know, my life has finally completed. Like over this past 7 or 8 years, I've been clean, like slip, at first I was slipping, taking Xanaxes here and there, not here and there, like literally a couple of times over those years. I slipped up and did a couple things like that. But anyways, it was still getting better. But no matter how long you're clean or doing well in a small town, you are always that piece of shit junkie that you were at your worst. And I refuse to live like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna live my whole life with people pointing and telling my kid, oh God, that, he used to be a junkie, probably still in. Nah, I ain't doing that shit. So I don't know, man. The stars just align, and well, that's not very accurate way to say that. Unfortunately, my wife's father passed away last year and left us a life insurance policy that was enough to whether we could make a down payment on a house or relocate. And, it was a no-brainer to us. Me and my family, Christy's from Memphis. We were in East Tennessee, small town living. The shit sucked. And I was ready to get out anyways, after living in New York, Hawaii, West Palm Beach, Nashville. I just, now that I've had a taste of living in a bigger city, I lived in Memphis too. I was ready to get out. And so we said, fuck it. And we relocated. And, as far as work back home, I was painting and I was doing little shit, but just barely surviving. Fortunately, my wife's got a good ass job. And, she's a benefits specialist for a huge PEO company out here. And she also did that back home. She started out bookkeeping and accounting, and randomly at that other company back home, they tried her out in HR and it just worked, and da-da-da-da-da. So needless to say, she does well. So, and she met me when I was first getting clean. So she knew where I was at, and she rode with me through the whole thing, through the shitty ass jobs, you know what I'm saying? Working at fucking Wendy's, and and then I eventually I became a painter, and I was making a good living at that, but there's no vacation time, there's no 401k, at least not where I was working, So out here, it was just like I could reinvent myself, not really reinvent myself, but be me, and nobody judged me for my past. And it's just been great. I got a job as a heavy machine operator that actually has a career path where I can, actually make some damn good money. I'm making good money now, but I can top out quite a bit. You know what I mean? We're talking $30, $40 an hour, depending on which direction I go. And that's, of course, that's at the top of this, but still, for me, from my shitty ass, junky ass person, I'm proud, I'm humble, and I'm just thankful. And I don't know, ever since I've been out here working, I've had that full circle moment where I'm just like, damn, I went all around the country chasing fucking drugs, chasing music dreams, and, just losing my soul pretty much, man. And all these crazy drugs I got hooked on, and now the answer was right in front of me the whole time. Fucking weed, bro. Weed saved my life. I'm not bullshitting about that. I know people are gonna laugh. I'm not one of those that's I'll just get medicated. No, I get high. You know what I mean? I get geek. I smoke the shit out of some weed. I love it, man. It saved my life. To me, it's God's way of just blessing you. I don't know. I can't really explain it. It's just God's gift to us. Here, you know what I mean? The world's a rough fucking place. Smoke a joint, chill out. All I know is it worked for me, and it continues to work for me. There's a reason we picked Denver. You know what I mean? And, I'm so thankful. I got a family, I got a son, and I'm, it's not like today, for example, this is my off day. My son's at daycare. My wife will be picking him up. So yeah, I'm at the house. I'm smoking weed by myself, blah, blah, blah. So what? I don't smoke in the house when he's here. I honestly don't smoke in the house hardly at all, except unless you're talking vape, you know what I mean? And I ain't even doing that in my bedroom only, you know what I'm saying? Or outside on my deck. So I'm just saying, I'm a responsible adult that chooses to indulge in marijuana. It's totally legal here. So to all y'all judging, just take that shit somewhere else, because we're about positivity around here. And all I know is, man, I have came full circle in my life finally, and I feel like a man. I feel like a complete fucking man. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, and it just feels good, man. I'm thankful. And my message is for anybody out here watching this shit, man, it's never too late. It's never too late, and you can change your situation if you get off your ass and do it. And I agree with a lot of the 12-step shit, but some of that powerless shit, I don't agree with that at all. And that does not work for me or people like me. You can't tell me that I have to relinquish every power I have to a higher power. No, man. I have to feel like I am grinding and working for this shit, and I have the power to change my situation. So you do too. I'm just saying, I mean, if the 12 steps works for you, by all means, disregard what I'm saying at this point. But if you've been trying that shit and it doesn't work, it's not working, just try what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the weed, just try to change your thinking. Try to get motivated. Try to just tell yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, that you can do this. Because, I mean, I was the worst kind of junkie you can imagine. You know what I'm saying? I had so many enablers. I mean, I didn't have to stop. I could have kept that shit going. I chose to stop for my own sanity, and thank God I did. And, I'm just very thankful these days, man. And I wanted to get on here and do something besides I tell these stories, and, they're fun to tell and they're entertaining for everybody. And I appreciate that. But at the same time, I don't want everybody to forget why I'm telling those stories. Those stories, that was fucked up shit that I went through, that I did, or whatever. But like, the point of it is, don't do it. You know what I mean? And like, let's focus on the fact that we can build ourselves back up, and we can, the human mind is a powerful thing, man. It really is. If you can figure out how to tap into your spirituality and your mind, and there's just a power in there that you can really get if you can figure out how to tune your own brain into it. I mean, it's hard to explain, but I recommend mushrooms or DMT, to be honest with you. And I'm not even joking. That shit will change your life. If you're going through something, have your DMT trip one time and tell me you don't get through that shit. I dare you. Kids, don't try this. We're not talking about kids. We're talking to adults here. So you're grown-ass people. You can make your own decisions. But listen, the message is just very simple. You can do it too. If I can get my life back together from where I had it, so can you. And that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give me a like, throw me a comment. If you thought this was fucking stupid and I should go back to telling stories, then tell me. Which obviously I'm still gonna tell my stories. I just had a little moment here where I felt like I wanted to do something different. So, hey man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I appreciate all the support I get. One more time, hit that like, share, and subscribe. It's the Tennessee Kid, and we out. Peace.